Hello YouTube, Offshore Art 4022, and welcome back to episode 24 of our Let's Play series on 1.21. Now, we got the all the turbine and that going on the last episode. So for this episode, I want to home in on the HDPE pellets. So to get them, we need substrate. So first of all, we need a pressurized reaction chamber, which will be a biofuel. To get biofuel, we're going to need to go into a crusher. So, oh, so I missed that. Into a crusher. So we'll basically put pretty much any food or substance we can eat, or sapling or something we can burn, I suppose. Could be put into the crusher. So if we first of all get a crusher, do we need it? Basic crusher. These, so we need these. I think we only needed 2 of them. Yeah, there we go. Everything else we got. Right, so basic crusher. We also need for reaction chambers, I think 2. Reaction chambers, 2 of these. We need 2 separators. And we need a rotary condenser. Now, I think we can use this one, because this one had oxygen in it that we will use, I think. We can't use that one, then we'll have to just make a new one up. 2 sinks. Well, we need another sink because we've already got one. 2 sinks. So 2 sinks, 1 crusher, 2 separators, 2 reaction chambers, and 1 thing. Right, so then we're going to need some import and exports. So 1 import and an export. And we're going to need cable. Might need more of that. Okay. And I think that's about it. Now, as far as I know, 6, come on. 4, there we go. So what we're going to do is we are going to put it, we're not going to put it anywhere here, right? We're going to go into our new little bit here. Okay, so this is where the our controller unit is, and this is the cable that we put in for the to make the circuit cords. So this, we've just come off of this line and we've come down here. So our first one is going to be a crusher, right? Now our crusher is going to need to go. You know what? We can put it here. So if we go like that, we should be able to go export there, Russia there. Folder. No, I think we're gonna pull that there, and we'll make that across there and there like that. Export out the system there. That's it. And then from the crusher, I need some more cable. Where's our, oh, there it is. Might not need that one actually. That one may not be needed. Fingered and thumbed, and all things nice. Right, so I think that one's not going to be needed, because that we're going to put a sink. That's not going to be needed. These are going to be, there needs to be stuff in front, I think. Right, so we've got, okay, well now we need pipe, mechanical pipe. Right, so we've got our crusher. We now need to go into a reaction chamber here. The reaction chamber then needs a pipe, and I think there's, pretty sure there's something else that needs that there as well, which would be the electrolytic separator. Yep. And then crusher, reaction chamber, electrolytic separator. We're going to have apparently another one. This is the way we need this. Yeah. And then another, that one. Another, oh, reaction chamber goes here. Right, we condense tray goes here. All right. With all of these, we now need to turn off all the sides, because I don't want anything going anywhere where we don't want it to just yet. Energy is in the bottom. Energy from the bottom. Energy from the bottom. Just like that. Right, so that's all the energy done, right? Our crusher factory is going to come in here. Let's get some mufflers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right. Now, if I remember rightly, we are going to need a pipe that goes from here to here. But we will sort that out in just a second. Right. Right, just set a little bit up. So our stuff's going to come into there, into the basic crushing unit, and then going to go into the pressurized reaction chamber. And then we need, in here we need hydrogen mixed with water. The hydrogen we get from the electrolytic separator that has water, and that will produce hydrogen and oxygen. We don't need the oxygen on this one, so we dump the excess on that. Then, right, so we've got something running. So the idea is all of our stuff's going to come in here, produce biofuel. The biofuel is then going to be sent to the pressurized reaction chamber. It sends it into here, the biofuel. So if we go here and do usages into pressurized reaction chamber, so it goes hydrogen with the biofuel gives substrate and ethylene. So biofuel, substrate here, and ethylene here. The ethylene will come out and go into the condensator. The substrate that's here will then go into the front here with oxygen, as well as what was here? There was something else here. Usages. Liquid ethylene. Oh yeah, sorry. And then liquid ethylene would be pumped from here into here, which would go fluids right input here. Because yeah, so that's what it should do. So let's do a little thing and have a look. Right, what are we going to do first? We have got plenty of potatoes and carrots. There's some wheat. We'll do them first. So that one, and that one. But as you can see right here, it's starting to do its job. I'm going to do this because we haven't upgraded the machines. So we go 8, 16, 32, 32, 42, 58. That's right. Don't know whether it's going to be right or not. I'm not sure. Oh, that wasn't right, but speed, 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 and speed. So we got our biofuel here, right? We now need to send it output into there. We now need to input items in from the crushing factory. When we go in, there's our stuff. Our substrate is there. Substrate comes into here. Ethanol comes into here. We need to do it round. Oh, actually, this hasn't got any power. Power on the bottom. We then get liquid ethanol here. and then the liquid ethanol needs to then come into this one. So the liquid ethanol, we go fluids, should have outputted to the left. Input on the right. There. Maybe it's a gas. A chemical, sorry. So we go output. Chemical. What happens if I do that? And we need the liquid ethanol. So, liquid ethanol would be surely fluid, right? Which is an output. Oh, there we go. Output. There we go. Did that wrong. And the substrate, which we got this at the bottom. Right. So these aren't doing much because we now need the inner energy. We've got 10 left and I did 58, didn't I? We do 48 and see what that does. That one, right. So 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and 8. We now need two mufflers. We go into that one and that one. Right, there we go. As you can see, we've got HDPE pellets. It's all running as it should. I don't know how many that's gonna, how well it's gonna do. And then the pellets are going to come from here. So now we need to go like this. It's a bit janky, but you know, it's okay. One, and we'll go across the top here and here. All right, so that's that bit. And then our last little bit we need to do is set this for an item output. There we go. And that is our little tiny, I don't know how well that's gonna work. Got speeds, mufflers. Does anything need a gas or anything like that? No, that one don't. They've got the relevant stuff that has. Nope, that's all good. There we go. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And then we'll come all the way up here and we should have HDPE pellets. Now these, we go usages, enrichment chamber, we then need to use the sheets. Okay, so if we go here, here, and usages, here and here, 3 HDPE pellets make 1 sheet. Don't think you can do usages any other thing. No, why did that? Oh no, here we go, 3. Yeah, you can't actually make them up in any other way. Which is all good. And then that goes in here. There. And then, how about, can we do, no, because we need polonium yet. We can make the induction cell, which is, so we also need netherite. 74. I think we're going to have to put another, going to have to go and build, and quarry out there again. Should we do usages? There's no other way of making, so 4 of them is a dust. And there's no other way in making a netherite. Without using 4 netherite scrap. Gonna need, in fact, you only need for netherite armor. We only need smithing table and yeah, gold and ingot. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 ingots. So we could go like this, along with this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So that back, put that. Don't need that. We don't need them, that, and that goes back in there. Right, so where's our smithing? Because we've got, where are they? Netherite ingots. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? And then we need to make diamond headpiece. Pants. Boots. That one? That one. There we go. That one. And that one. And then the smithing table. Put these in there. That one in there. And that one in there. And there is our netherite. That one and that one. And there's another one. And more. And the final one is there. There we go. So that is all of our armor, pretty much, for our mecha suits. Okay, and now all we need to do is to make the polonium pellets. Put them in there. And we need now to make the solar neutron activator. So we go SOL. Now we should be able to make, how many are we going to do? Should we do 5 of these? 5? Reckon 5 will do. I think so. Yeah. Make them up. They should make pretty quick. Apart from the... Oh. Hold on. Put that in the wrong place. What should we do? Should we put that there? Put that there. There you go. Should get. There you go. 5 of them. There we go. Look at that. Right, so it's we need, what else do we need? For the polonium pellets, polonium usages. Oh, there we go. Right, yeah. So solar neutral activators. Get. I wonder if we could use this. Because this will do the same as this, but just work straight from ten give 1 millibucket, 10 gives 1, so it does exactly the same. Because we could run them off of the power down there, and eventually this power, yeah. Right, let me sort something out and we'll be back. Now we need ultimate tries tubes. I think we're going to need a lot more cables. Excuse me. Well, that should be, oh, wrong one. That one. Yeah. What else do we need? Yes. What we need is right. So then we need a pressurized reaction chamber. Now, does that have? That's already got something in it. That, in fact, what we're going to do is we're just going to trash it because we don't need it. We are going to go for that one there and put that there, and then we're going to need a rusher. I thought we would. Got 3 buckets. We need to go and get a leg there. Where am I? Over here. Down here. Across here. Unos dosos. And then we get to go home. That in there and that in there, and then go Russia. Back we shall go basic. Where's the basic? There it is. Need that one as a basic. Russia. We want some transport. We might have to get some more. Up is off. We'll turn that on, and then we'll go back to our reactor. Now, this is all empty. This is all empty. As it's all empty here. That's got something there. You got a little bit in there. So one bit has got stored nuclear waste in. There we go, right. So one bit is going to do its little job. Now, we are going to fluorite. Suppose we're going to need to do this, aren't we? So, ULT alternate. Transport, where are we? There we go. 20 of them. It's just 24. That'll do. Now 28. Down there, down there, down here. Sort this out. One there. Cables. So this one can come this way. One more underneath. No, not underneath. We'll have that coming up there, and this will come across. No, not tubes. That one there. We're gonna come here. So that one there is going to be our crusher. Right, and then we're going to need that one there. Oh, we're going to need a sink as well. There's our sink, and excuse me, mechanical pipes. Put that there. Put the sink there with mechanical pipe there. That is what the is going to come down here, fill up this and crush up, throw it in here. We are going to put water in this now. Let's just grab our little configurator. That is our water, and then this will come along here. I think now this is hopefully where I'm gonna go. Well, I'm not hopefully not gonna go wrong. So let's have a look, shall we? I think we did right. I think we did right. So we are going to need to on that one, because then this one this one here, it's going to come across here, and input in the top. So the top chemicals is going to be an input, and then the blue one, which is a chemical, is going to be on the right. And then there's going to be a spent one on the bottom as an output. Chemicals on the bottom, output. Is that right? That is right. No, I got that wrong. we want to go oh, is it like that, is it? Hey. Push. Right. So we'll start again because we're going to come across this way, aren't we? Right. So our nuclear waste is going to have to come down here, down on that one, this one, trying to figure out what would be the best. I think I want to go underneath here, right? We go that one there, we get rid of that one, right? We go that one, that one, that one, and that one. Let me just go like this, right? So we shall put this along the bottom, 3, 4, and another one. 4. Tubes, that one. For that one. So it's out on these. Excuse me. Right. So it's going to come out on that. And if I get rid of these. Oh, because we don't want it touching that, do we? Touching that. These are going to have to come wrench, rid of that. That's going to have to come around here. So pressurized tube, pressurized tube, pressurized tube, pressurized tube, tube. And we'll get rid of that, do that, and put that one, say, here. Right, so now inputs for chemicals needs to come from the back. Right, that's the input. That's going to be our waste. Right, input from the back, input from the back, input from the back, and input from the back. Now, that is going to be our waste coming in from the reactor. And then out the bottom is going to be our polonium. Right, do this and go output down the bottom. Output at the bottom, output at the bottom, and output at the bottom. Right. So if we now go to polonium pellets, polonium. So usages. So we've got the solar neutron activator. We're going to put nuclear waste into it, and we're going to have polonium. Out of polonium, out of the solar neutron activators is going to be polonium, and that will go into a pressurized reaction chamber, mixed with water, polonium, and fluorite dust. Is then going to produce the polonium pellet. And then, so the fluorite is going to come in here, auto sort on, take that off, auto eject is on, and that is going to be an input, and that is going to be an output. And then on this one, for items, that is going to be the input, and we need a chest. That one there is going to be transporter. The front is going to be the output. Okay. So if I've got this set right, right, so we got this set right. We're going to set this into motion in a second, right? Nuclear waste is going to come out of here and down here, and then out of these it's going to come polonium, and then out of this one here we are going to go like that, like that, like that. Now it's going to connect to that, but we are going to use our trusted little device to do that, and it will be the same for these. That'll do that. We use our trusted little device to do that. And under there we need to somehow get to, I think we're going to have to go in this end, didn't we? Wrench. Wrench it, wrench it. Right. So now we got these. We are going to come in from here. Let's come down here and down here. So we're going to do straight that. Right. And then these. Something like that. Like that. We're going to come around here to do that. Nope, nope, wrong one. One, two, three, 5. Like that. Right. So now our spent nuclear waste, which is the blue one, will then go out the top on chemicals. Chemicals. Output on the bottom. No, we want input on the bottom. Input on the bottom. Top is an output on chemicals. Okay. That should now be right. So nuclear waste is going to come out into the solar neutron activators. Out the solar neutron activators at the bottom is going to be the polonium. Polonium will then go into the pressurized reaction chamber along with fluorite dust, which will then create the polonium pellet and spent nuclear waste. Spent nuclear waste is going to get sent out the top, down there, and into the bins, which that one's still going. Not sure what that one will do when we'll fire it up, but we'll have a look. Right, so let's do the honours on this one, that one, that one. Of course, we need a muffler on there. That is doing fluorite dust on that one. And we also need power would be good on the bottom. And then power for that one without doing that on the bottom of that. Did I do that right? Power. Oh, I've not done the power on the bottom of that. I need to do it a different way, don't I? Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Wrench, that one, and that one. And then we need to go power onto that one. There we go. Chemicals. Nothing like that. So then that like that. Right. So then out of here, we now need to go. I did that wrong, didn't I? Pressurized tube. That one there. That one there. And that one's an input. Oh, not that one. Chemicals, input. There we go. And then we use our trusty little gadget to get. That was still on wrench. That was typical. We use our trusty little dagger and put it to items. There we go. And we get rid of this bit here. Okay. Now we're done. Right, so let's go and sleep. Now we're done. Right. Items, output. Right. There we go. Water, fluids, input from the back. There we go. Right. We're done. We're done. Right. So, as I was saying, nuclear waste comes out of there, produces polonium inside the cellular neutron activators. Waste will go in here. Polonium will come here, come out on the bottom into the reaction chamber, which will come in here. It'll make the polonium pellets, give us spent waste. Out the top will come spent waste, and into the relevant stuff. So let's then go. We've got 8 speeds, ENER, energy, more passion, more energy. So it's already got a muffler in it. This one will give us energy and speed to fill this up. And then this one, we need, I did not do a muffler upgrade in that. And then this one here, we need 6 of them, and energy, we need 8. Now I don't know whether I can upgrade these. Can I upgrade these? No, you can't upgrade these. Just that one and that one. Okay, so that's how we're doing. We've got plenty of fluorite. We've got 127,000, and we're going to be getting more and more and more. So shall we check to see if it runs? We'll just turn it on. There we go. It's giving some stuff. And there we go. Polonium's coming in. And then that will throw us out in a second. I'm not sure how much it has to take. I think it's a bucket. I'm pretty sure it's a bucket. So that's 700 millibuckets. In there. Oh, 900. That's it, yeah. And then it goes in. And then we go PO. There we go. 1 polonium pellet. And then we should get, obviously, spent nuclear waste down here. Somewhere. There we go. And then one of these have got, obviously, that one there, yeah. That one's got the nuclear waste, so that one will go down, you know, as a bit. But this is spent nuclear waste, and that, we should have enough to let that keep going. Oh, there we go. We are nicely running. This is producing input of, okay, steady input of steam. Obviously, we're getting rid of all of our energy in this at the moment. Because at the moment, all we're needing is polonium pellets, basically. That is all we're using. And then with that, we should be using quite a bit. Look at that, 12,000, well, nearly 13,000 FE a tick. So let's go back home, and I think we are done. Let's check our power. We are good with power generation. So thank you for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe and comment in the comment sections. I know this one might have been a bit of a long one, but we did get there in the end. We got there in the end after a couple of mishaps, but it's all good. Come back on the next one, where I want to start to make the mecha suit and do some building with some other mechanism stuff. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment in the comment sections, all that good stuff, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.